Thank you for watching tonight's coverage of the Albany Invitational Basketball Tournament on Albany TV. Coverage for this week's tournament games have been brought to you by these fine sponsors: BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, the B&G in the Morning Podcast, Farm Bureau Agent Tammy Siddons in Gentry County, Northwest Cell, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, Giratano Meatco in Albany Mo, Northwest Chiropractic in Maryville and Stanberry, Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Bank Northwest, Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry, King City Lumber Company, Blessed Nest in Bethany, Rob Cycle in Pattonsburg, Applenap Insurance in Grant City, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, Andy's Whistle Stop in downtown Albany, H&B Bank, Toby Gilbert Tire in King City, Jane Fordyce Insurance in Bethany, 3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg, Williams Construction, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Lone Star Investments in Albany, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, as well as the Albany, Jefferson, King City, Pattonsburg, Princeton, South Harrison, South Nottoway, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts.
First shot off the iron, no good. Sager with a full court shot.
No, after doing 6 years by myself, I really think the rich numbers that we have, as you can tell, I also have a limited voice at the moment as well. And we'll try and get through this as well. Our cameraman tonight, and the secondary color man if we need it tonight, Brett Williams. He's been coaching all week at the Harrison tournament for the middle school team. He also was a limited voice. So between the three of us, maybe we'll have one voice here for the broadcast. But again, our first game tonight, Albany and Stanberry. Again, it's a rivalry between the two schools. Close proximity. Stanberry kind of ruled the rivalry the past couple of years. But Stanberry kind of has to keep they're going to be starting to maybe fall off a little bit. Also looking like maybe they're going to start shooting here in a couple of years. And that might swing. And this and next year could be the years where Albany starts to maybe take 1 or 2 goals away from Stanberry. Looking at both teams, the way they played on Monday night, Stanberry is probably the favorite, also the 5 seed, Albany the 8 seed. But again, as we said, Albany did show a lot of things that they did very well against a very tough Black Valley team. But against the Black Valley team, some of those results don't necessarily show.
He sold as well. So anyway, you can review video. In that situation. But on that side of the court, the video's here. So there's no way
knock them off. I suppose maybe one of the teams that could do it might be St. Joe Christian.
Yes,
and they looked really good last year and have everybody back. They could be a force to be reckoned with, especially as time goes on. But I've always been impressed by what Coach Peterson does. He's not afraid to go out of his class, step up in class, and play anybody.
And that was the proof last year. I mean, they went up to Iowa, played a really good basketball team that was maybe a class or two above them, and that probably helped them in the long run to get better, losing that game but playing a really tough team as well.
Well, yeah, they lost to Glenwood.
Yes.
And, that's a lot of people. Nobody likes to lose.
No.
But if it makes you better in the process, at that point, they really didn't have anything else to prove down here. So
yes.
They're just looking to find ways to challenge themselves, and so I can appreciate that in a coach wanting to do that. And with the one thing with South Harrison and Princeton in the other bracket, they're going to see a little bit of a test. I don't think they're going to cruise through either one of those teams.
No.
But they're still the odds-on favorite to do pretty well, I would think, unless somebody proves it differently.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Remember, your pregame tonight brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations. Get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Schaus. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook, giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we're here during your BTC Bank pregame. Remember, tonight's pregame, again, brought to you by BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. So, Mike, coming into tonight's game, you haven't seen either of these teams play yet. I've seen now Albany girls play twice, the Stanberry girls play once. For the Albany girls, their game against Northeast Nottoway last Tuesday, they did not play particularly very well in the first quarter. Kind of came back second, third, fourth quarter, played with Northeast Nottoway. That game score a little bit maybe misleading. And then it played better, I felt, against Platte Valley on Monday, but again did not show up in the box score. But the offense that they are running seems like it is going to do them well. They kind of running a little bit of a motion offense, a lot of screens. We'll see a lot of that from them. The defense that they're going to want to try and run will be a zone, I believe. For the most part, they were not able to do that against Platte Valley because Briley Angle and some of them are just going to be able to beat you from outside.
Well, against Platte Valley, again, I don't know how much of an indicator that is, simply because, so if you try to play them man-to-man, then Maggie Collins works you over inside.
Exactly.
Along with the rest of their size. So, yeah, I think the biggest hurdle the Warrior girls have to overcome is the fact that they just haven't had a lot of success over the last year plus that they've been playing.
Yes.
And that is a huge factor, even when it gets close.
Yes.
You know, it's just, is the confidence there that you're going to be able to go ahead and pull out a victory. I think that's one of the biggest issues maybe they have to deal with. And, you know, looking at this, they're still pretty young. They've got one senior, and they're going to get an infusion of some help at the lower level, from the lower level, which will help at least their depth.
And in the past couple games, we've seen a lot of Haley Wink started in the game at Northeast Nottoway with Abby Tronson gone, and then Jordan Sturkis getting a lot of time down inside, Alexis Sider getting a lot of time as well. So those are three freshmen getting significant varsity playing time right out of the gate.
Right.
And that is definitely going to help you throughout the season this year and into the future.
Well, and let's look at the Stanberry Bulldogs. They've got a couple of girls that have seen significant. Amelia Wallace, Kylie Matson, even Katie Angle last year saw substantial time on teams that have had success, and that breeds more success a lot of times. They expect to win until such point comes up where, hey, we're just not very good.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're to that point yet.
No.
And then over the last few years, they really had their way with the Albany Warrior girls. Even a couple of those years where the Warriors have had 18, 19 win teams.
Exactly.
They've still gotten handled by the Stanberry Bulldogs pretty well. So the Warrior girls remember that. And that's something they're going to have to deal with, too, to overcome.
We'll be back with your B&G in the Morning podcast, starting lineups and your Giratunnel Meat Company tip-off when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
We're for the state of Missouri. We're for Ozark Mountains and Midwest Plains. Caves, beaches, cliffs, bridges, yeah, we're for all that. We're for St. Louis, St. Peter, St. Joseph, St. James, and every little town with a funny name. We're for cashew chicken, Springfield style. We're for 50-degree temperature swings in one day. We're not a fan of tornadoes, but we're here for those too. We're for people who would live here, people who won't, people who farm, and for people who don't. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
Contact your Missouri Farm Bureau agent, Tammy Siddons of West Rieger Agency in Gentry County at 660-726-5253.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. We'll let you listen in here to the national anthem here from Albany.
At this time, if you please rise, remove your hats, and face the floor.
And now we'll let you listen into your BNG in the Morning podcast starting lineups. Here's Derek Brown.
45th Annual Girls Invitational Tournament. In our first matchup of the night in the consolation side of the bracket, a semifinal matchup between the number 8 seed Albany Warriors and the number 5 seed Stanberry Bulldogs. For the ease of our scoreboard operator, the Albany will be the home team tonight on the scoreboard, but we'll introduce them first as a lower seed. Number 8 seed starters for the Albany Warriors. Number 3, Corey Worrell. Number 15, Addison Crawford. Number 20, Abby Trunson. Number 21, Brooke Wink. And number 24, Jordan Sturkis. The Warriors are coached by Jeff Epperly, assisted by Cody Weller. Visitors on the scoreboard, the number 5 seed Stanberry Bulldogs. Number 0, Caitlin Stoll. Number 12, Amelia Wallace. Number 14, Katie Engel. Number 22, Trista Lager. And number 30, Kylie Matson. The Bulldogs are coached by Taylor Wint, assisted by Kelly Hill.
So again, those are your BNG in the Morning podcast starting lineups tonight's. Starting lineups brought to you by the BNG in the Morning podcast. Check out the BNG in the Morning podcast with Brett Williams and Gavin Chauch on Spotify, Facebook, and Anchor. And as we get set, tonight's tip-off is going to be brought to you by Giratano Meat Co. in Albany Mo. Slam your hunger through the hoop when you eat at Giratano Meat Company in Albany Mo. So Albany, the road team, will be the home team on the scoreboard here tonight. Albany will wear their green road uniforms, white lettering outlined in black. Stanberry wears their home white uniforms, black lettering outlined in gold. So again, Albany home team on the scoreboard just for the ease of the scorers table and for us as well.
One quick indicator to look for here is the Warriors' ability to control Kylie Matson and Amelia Wallace around the glass. And if they get going inside, it could be a long night.
And the Warriors will start one of their freshmen, and Jordan Sturkis up at the top of the key with it here is going to be Katie Engel. Warriors come out in a man-to-man defense here to start. Trista Lager sends it up top for Stoll over to left wing for Engel. Trying to feed it inside to Matson as she's guarded by Sturkis. Wallace has the shot blocked there by Tronson.
And that's something we saw a lot last year. She blocks a lot of shots. Also
gets called for a lot of fouls.
That's right.
Crawford with it right wing into the corner now for Tronson. Gets a screen from Brooke Wink, brings it inside the paint, finds an open Crawford left wing. Her shot from 3 rolls out, no good. Rebound going to be made by Wallace.
Good execution, though. Did everything right, just didn't hit the shot.
And that's the shot that Crawford will take 9 times out of 10. She likes that shot from behind the arc. Over to the right wing with it here. Lager, a minute already gone here in the first quarter, still scoreless. Stoll trying to send it to the wing, knocked away by Worrell, picked up here by Brooke Wink. Tronson quickly throws it up for Corey Worrell. Goes off glass, can't get it to go. Sturkis falling as she throws it back up on the putback. No good. Good find that time by Tronson. Worrell just maybe a little quick on the shot as Kylie Matson's shot deflected away that time by Sturkis. Crawford with it right wing is going to be fouled. A reaching foul going to be the first against Katie Engel. Team's first as well. We're a minute 36 here in the ball game, still scoreless here in the first game of the consolation side of the bracket on the girls' side here of the Albany tournament. Winner of this game will play in the consolation game on Friday at 5:30. Warriors come out in a man-to-man defense here to start as well. Tronson drives to the basket, goes up to the left hand, will be fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And that is one thing the Warriors have not been able to do so far here early this season, and that is get to that free throw line as Stoll picks up her first team second.
Well, and to do that, you either take the ball hard to the basket or you get it inside to your post players.
And Tronson will sink the first.
And the Warriors don't seem to be, well, they do have Jordan Sturkis, and
Yes.
they'll go there, but still a freshman. That's a lot to ask her to be a dominant force inside.
Especially against the senior Madsen. And Tronson not able to get the second free throw, and
Good
Sturkis
hustle,
comes
though.
away with the rebound, but trying to throw it back out as she was going to lose possession and ends up throwing it out of bounds.
Well, and in fairness to her, she kind of lost her
Footing there.
Got shoved
Yeah.
a little bit and was off balance and was going to travel.
Up top with it, Stola Stanberry trails Albany here 1-0. Crawford gets her hand in the way of the pass of Engel, but Engel able to regain possession. Stoll sends it over for Lager. These two teams played at the Jamboree at Mercer last week Saturday as they get it inside Amelia Wallace. She'll take it in up off the glass for two. That time Wallace got behind the defender and had an easy layup after they were able to get it inside. Wink just outside the paint for Worrell. Over now for Tronson. Sturkis right wing to Crawford. Crawford back for Tronson. Leaves it up to Sturkis up at the top of the key. Now Worrell from the free throw line back over to Crawford as the Warriors try and find an open shot here in their half-court offense. And Tronson takes a three. Long, can't get it to go. Worrell with the long rebound and then the pass intercepted here by Wallace.
Well, and one quick thing in that possession, Brooke Wink might want to take a look at the basket a little bit.
And Brooke Wink comes away with the loose ball. Picked up here by Worrell. Her shot no good. Crawford a little too far underneath the basket on the putback. Can't get it to go.
And both just a little hurried, trying to get the shot up.
Lager with it, right wing, trying to send it inside, that time for Wallace. And the pass sails over her head out of bounds. Again, if that pass would have been able to get over the head of Tronson, Wallace had a nice, easy layup again into the basket.
Well, and I was going to mention that at the time before that if you're going to play defense like that, where you're going to go ahead and front the post, the people on the backside have to be alert to it.
Need to have that help defender come along. Crawford over to Worrell. Up top, Jordan Sturkis from three. Leaves it short off front iron. Lindsay Haley with the rebound as she's newly entered into the game here for Stoll. Lager drives to the baseline. And a foul going to be called here on the floor against the Lady Warriors. Foul goes against Worrell. That'll be her first, team's first. Haley to inbounds. Gets it to Wallace on the block. She'll be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two as Worrell picks up her second. So going to the free throw line here, Wallace, for two free throws. Right now a 2-1 Stanberry lead halfway through the first quarter of play. First shot, a little long to the right from Wallace. Second free throw attempt from Wallace is good.
Well, and we're halfway through the first quarter, and the first impressions really like what the Warriors are doing offensively. But the game still comes down to putting the ball in the basket, and they've just been a little hurried. Had a couple of decent shots that just didn't fall. And I kind of like what they've done defensively, too.
Yes.
But maybe need to be concerned with backside help.
Worrell about loses it and is on the out of bounds line as it was knocked away a little bit maybe off of her foot or Trista Lager's foot. Bringing it across the timeline here, Katie Engel here for the Lady Bulldogs to try and get this Stanberry offense going, trying to find a cutting angle. Tipped into Kylie Matson's hand, and then a foul going to be called here on the shot, and I believe they're going to get the freshman Jordan Sturkis. That'll be her first.
that look like a shot to you? I think she's trying to make a pass across to Amelia Wallace on the other side of the lane.
Kylie Matson sinks the first. Or we'll check out. Keely Siddons checks in. Kylie Matson scored 10 points in the game on Monday night against King City. Second on the team, only behind Amelia Wallace, who finished with 10. Kylie Matson's second shot, no good. Rebound picked up here by the Lady Bulldogs. And they're going to get the travel there against Katie Angle. Didn't think they were going to call it initially at first, but they do get the travel. And it'll be Albany basketball. They trail 4-1, 3:15 left here in this opening quarter of play. Crawford with it, right wing. Trying to send it into the corner. Crawford knocked away out of bounds off the hands of Amelia Wallace. And Addison Crawford will inbounds. Gets it to Keely Sins and pass a little high, not able to control it as it goes out of bounds in front of the Stanberry bench. Katie Angle, top of the key, trying to send it inside for Wallace. Stolen away here by Tronson. This is when the Warriors have looked the best, is when they're on the run following a steal or a defensive stop. And now, ball stolen away here by Wallace, and she's going to be called for the travel.
Well, and I was just going to say, you don't have, when you're going against a set-piece defense, I think sometimes your shortcomings really get magnified.
Yes.
So getting out and running is a way to get some easy shots.
Haley Wink checks in. That one picked up as it was tipped on the inbounds, picked up by Trista Lager. And then as she fell to the floor, tried to throw it away to a teammate, and it goes out of bounds. So Albany able to retain possession here with 2:50 left here in the opening quarter. Into the corner for Brooke Wink. Dribbles in, now comes back out for her sister Haley up at the top of the key. Dribbles inside, loses the basketball in the paint, picked up here by Matson. Angle over to Haley, trying to get it to Wallace. Again, Tronson gets her hand in the middle of the pass, and it goes out of bounds.
I think Wallace trying to exhort her teammate to get, she was open.
Yeah.
Just a little bit late on the delivery to get it to her. We mentioned in the past how important it is to hit cutters on the break rather than after they've been open.
Matson with it up at the high post, trying to send it in. Angle again, going to be tipped out of bounds here off of the Warriors. Said Stanberry really trying to feed it inside to Wallace and Matson, but again, the Warriors have just been able to tap him out of bounds, and there's going to be an out of bounds here against Amelia Wallace as she's not able to control the pass.
Well, we've seen Wallace in the past, and we really like a lot of the things she
Yes.
did. And she may run into the same thing that some of the Warriors are running into, that she's going to be the focal point of everybody's defense.
Tronson left wing trying to feed it inside for Sturkis. Goes up off glass, too hard, can't get it to fall. Wallace comes away with the rebound.
As the year goes on, those are shots she's going to finish.
And this one will go out of bounds here as Crawford swipes it away, that time from Katie Angle. Worrell will check in now here for Sturkis. She'll come back in with her 2 fouls with just underneath 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. 4-1 is the lead in favor of Stanberry. Wallace inside the paint, rejected away that time by Tronson. And they're going to get this time Trista Lager on the foul. The foul against Lager is going to be her first, team's third. Both teams really struggling to kind of get their offense off and going. Both defenses playing very well here in the opening going. Crawford right wing. Here for Worrell. Inside to Tronson. Back out to Crawford from 3. Her shot off back iron. Rebound picked up by Haley Wink. Now Brooke Wink trying to send it to the opposite block, and it's going to be intercepted here by Stanberry.
Well, there's a good example. She had a pretty good shot. Tried to get a better one.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see her be a little more aggressive, looking for her own shots.
And remember, Brooke Wink was, we'll get to that after we come back from this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember, Petty John Auto Center, check them out on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. As we were saying right before that timeout taken, as it's Albany basketball, Brooke Wink coming off of a wrist/hand injury that happened in the Stanberry tournament last year, unable to finish out the season for the Lady Warriors. So maybe that a little bit on her mind for her shooting stroke.
Yeah, it was a bad break, both for the Warriors and for her, literally.
Yes.
A bad break.
And now Corey Worrell knocks one in from the free throw line. 4-3, Stanberry with the lead, 45 seconds left here in this opening quarter play. Katie Engel, top of the key, sends it right wing for Lager. Trying to dribble down to the baseline to send it into Wallace. Knocked away by Tronson, picked up by Haley Wink, now Tronson.
Get a little push.
Loses it, gives it up to Brooke Wink, now right wing, Crawford from three. Drains it! 6-4, Warriors with the 2-point lead. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter of play. Trying to get it to Wallace, knocked away, baseline. She comes away with it, goes up and is going to be called for the travel before the foul.
Warriors caught a break there,
yes,
I think.
Because that was definitely going to be a foul there against Tronson. Yeah. Brooke Wink checks out. Jordan Sturkis checks back in. Here with 12 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter.
Well, and I don't know that she didn't. We're aware of the clock here.
3 seconds. Stolen away here by Stoll. 1 second. And she's not going to get the shot off. So it's a 6-4 Albany lead after 1 quarter of play. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It's a 6-4 lead in favor of the Lady Warriors over the Lady Bulldogs. Winner of this game will move on to the consolation game, 5:30 Friday night. Albany starting out with the basketball here to start the second quarter. And Tronson's pass to Crawford out of bounds. Crawford thinking the ball was tipped there by Wallace. Angle will send it right wing in the Lager. Up top to Haley. Haley gets this one to Angle. Her shot off the glass too hard. Rebound is going to be picked up here by the Warriors. And they're going to get Tronson for a double dribble. Matson will check out as Caitlin Stoll checks in. Just 30 seconds here into the second quarter play. The Warriors lead by 2, 6-4. Amelia Wallace with it right wing. To the baseline, dribbles in, has it blocked. No, they're going to get a foul, this time against Tronson. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast. She gets a lot of blocks, but she also picks up quite a few fouls. Last year, if you had told me that Abby Tronson waited until the second quarter to pick up her first foul,
well,
I said that would have been a surprise.
At that time, had to reach across.
Yes.
And I think she's questioning whether or not it was a foul. But
yes.
When you've got the offensive player in front of you, a lot more things get allowed to go as opposed to reaching across them to try to block it.
Wallace misses the first and the second as well, as this one goes out of bounds off of Caitlin Stoll.
And I like the idea of Tronson bringing the ball up as a kind of a quarterback type.
Runs right into Wallace that time, and the inertia kind of sent her backwards.
Yeah,
and forced her into a travel.
She's had a couple of turnovers, but if you don't have a great ball handler, her athleticism and size is going to help her a lot.
Haley Sturkis with it right wing. Trying to bring it up top for Sturkis right as Wallace was drifting back against Tronson, and a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. With 7:02 left here in the second quarter, we're back with this Petty John Auto Center timeout when we return in a moment.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
6-4, Albany leads. 7:02 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Stanberry basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Katie Engel brings it across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. Sends it over to the right wing for Stoll, trying to bring it in to Wallace. Again, Tronson gets her hand on it, and it's going to go out of bounds here off the Lady Warriors. Tronson doing a good job defensively so far here against Wallace. And then vice versa, Wallace doing a good job defensively so far against Tronson tonight. And this one will go out of bounds here off of Katie Engel.
I think Engel was looking for a foul or a tip. I don't think she's buying that call.
Yeah. Tronson, top of the key, has it tipped away, but a reaching foul going to be called here against Wallace. That is going to be her first, team's fourth. Crawford inbounds to Tronson. Drives baseline, trying to leave it off for Sturkis, tipped. Sturkis fights for the ball back, loses it, and it's going to go out of bounds. And now coming in for the Lady Warriors will be Brooke Wink here for Jordan Sturkis. Angle brings the ball across midcourt. Loses it as it's going to be picked up, though, at the top of the key by Stoll. Over to Lager right wing. Into Matson from the paint. Rolls around and falls in to tie the ball game up at 6.
Ooh.
And that one was close to a backcourt violation on the pass from Tronson to Crawford. Brooke Wink, baseline, back out for Crawford.
Going to get a 3-second call here.
World top of the key.
Good officiating.
Over now to Brooke Wink. And trying to send a pass cross court. A foul going to be called, though, against Stanberry. And it's going to go against Kylie Matson.
I say good officiating because she was in the lane but really wasn't trying to gain an offensive advantage from it. And one of the officials just mentioned get out, and she did.
Yes.
But I think that's a good officiating.
Crawford inbounds here for Haley Wink. Up for Tronson. The pass a little behind her, gets knocked away. Picked up by Wallace. Loses possession almost. Gets it back now for Lager. Back out to Wallace. Sending it back out for Engel. Her shot off iron. No good. And picked up again here by English. She picks her up her own rebound. Wallace from the baseline leaves it short. Rebound made by Tronson, and they're going to get this one knocked out of bounds here off of Wallace.
Had 3 people surrounding the ball handler. You think if you can get it out of there, you should have some type of break.
Yes.
But one of the things that's hurt the Warriors is the turnover bug has really bitten them here in the second quarter.
Still looking for their first points here in the quarter as Crawford drives, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled in by Wallace. And that is one thing that Stanberry has been able to do better than the Warriors here in this early going, is get second chance opportunities. Haven't been able to put them back in.
Yep.
But they've gotten more second chance opportunities as a travel going to be called here against Stoll. And that comes with the height of Amelia Wallace and Kylie Matson inside.
Right.
4:45 left here in the second quarter play. We're tied at 6 apiece here in this girls' consolation semifinal game between Albany and Stanberry. Tronson with it in the corner. And the pass late that time to Crawford. Tipped away by Haley Wink, picked up by Tronson, left wing to Crawford. She'll pop up a 3. Long rebound made by Worrell. And she is going to be fouled on a putback. And the foul this time going to go against Caitlin Stoll. That'll be her second, team 6th. Next one will put the Warriors in the bonus. Worrell's first free throw is good, as Haley will check in for Stoll. Second free throw attempt. Rolls out. Wallace comes away with the rebound. Again, it's Angle that will bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Bulldogs. Gets it to Haley. She'll turn the corner, puts up a little floating runner, and drops it in for 2. 8-7, halfway through the second quarter of play. Wink with it right wing. Drives into the paint, now trying to send it back out to her sister Haley. And she's going to end up being fouled here by Lindsay Haley. Actually, I take that back. They're going to get it here against Kylie Matson. That'll be her second.
Yeah, I thought.
And now Brooke Wink goes to the line for the 1-and-1.
I thought Haley stayed off of her and Matson bumped her from the side. If you don't call it as a travel.
Yeah. And they're going to get a lane violation here against Lindsay Haley, so Brooke Wink will get a second shot at the free throw attempt. And this one misses off the mark as well. Angle sends it right wing. Here for Lager, up top for Lindsay Haley. Feeds it down inside. Lager is going to travel with the basketball. Haley Wink checks out as Jordan Sturkis checks back in with 3:34 left to play in the second quarter. It's an 8-7 Stanberry lead. Tronson with the basketball top of the key, sends it right wing for Sturkis. And they're going to get a travel here against Jordan Sturkis, as I believe maybe just tripped over her feet a little bit. Angle to the right wing for Lager. Ball tipped away by Crawford out of bounds. Maybe also partially tipped by Worrell on the pass. So Lindsay Haley to inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. And the ball stolen away here by Brooke Wink off the inbounds.
Well, it's a good thing she did, because I think
they were going to have a wide open Amelia Wallace.
Wallace was wide open for a layup.
Wink over to Crawford. Her shot from 3 rolls out again.
You know, she's, 1 for 4, I think, from the three-point line, but 2 of the 3 that she's missed have just kind
rolled
of rimmed
right
in
out.
and out.
Yeah. Lager loses it and is going to be called for the travel as she falls to the floor with 2:41 left here in the half.
And with some of the Warriors' inabilities, you almost think whenever she gets an open look, it ought to go up.
Taylon Dirks checks in this time now for Lager here for the Lady Bulldogs. 2:35 left to play here in the half. Tronson top of the key trying to get it off for Worrell. She'll have it on the wing. Back up to Tronson. For Wink. Fakes the three, dribbles in, puts up a shot and is going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two.
The right idea. A little pump fake, got the defender off her feet, put the ball on the floor, drew the foul.
Foul will go against Dirks as she's newly entered in, her first, team's 8th. And Wink is able to hit the first after missing 2 free throws earlier on the 1-and-1 and due to a lane violation. Second free throw is good as she sinks them both and gives Albany again the 1-point lead. They lead 9-8. The largest lead so far has been Stanberry for 3, Albany for 2. Wallace dribbles in, and it's going to be a tie-up here by Brooke Wink. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay here with Stanberry.
Well, you can tell from the Warriors, whenever Wallace puts the ball on the floor, she's going to draw a crowd. So can somebody else hit some shots to take some pressure off?
Angle trying to send it in for Kylie Matson. Her shot up and good off the glass for 2. Ten to 9, 2 minutes left to play here in the half. Stanberry with the lead over Albany. Albany with the basketball. Wink, top of the key. Again does a fake. Now Worrell, her shot with her foot on the line. No good. Rebound made by Wallace and a foul going to be called here by Tronson.
And that's one you really don't want to see.
Yes.
Because she is enough of a shot blocker. That
yes. And that is going to be now her second here. Team's 5th. So the Warriors still have one more foul to give, and a travel going to be called here against Taylon Dirks. Warriors bring it across midcourt. Tronson with it right wing, leaves it off now to Brooke Wink. And they're going to get a kick here against Stanberry, so it'll be Albany basketball. As Lager will check back in for Dirks. Crawford inbounds, gets it in to Tronson, and they're going to get a foul here against Amelia Wallace. And that will be her second.
This could be a war of attrition.
Yeah. So Tronson at the line now for the 1-and-1. Next foul against Stanberry will put the Warriors at the line for 2. And Tronson sinks the first of the 1-and-1 to tie the ball game up at 10. And the second free throw off back iron. Rebound made by Worrell. Up now for Tronson. Her shot from 3. Off the mark. Wallace comes away with the rebound, and they're going to get Brooke Wink here on the foul, I believe. And it will be Brooke Wink.
I thought if it wasn't her, I think Tronson was going to foul her.
Yes. Probably better for the Warriors it was Wink, and that's her first. So now both teams are Stanberry in the bonus. Albany will be in the double bonus for the next minute 10 of the ball game. We're tied at 10 apiece as Wallace gets the pass and lays it up off the glass for 2.
Probably don't want to front that much with the player in the high post.
And then Wallace steals this one away from Tronson. Back out for Haley. Trying to send it back inside for Matson. Goes right to Tronson as she'll bring it across the midcourt line here for the Lady Warriors. Tronson gets the bucket and the foul as her prayers were answered on that shot. And the foul will go against Lindsay Haley. That'll be her first.
I think Haley's wondering what she did, but you can get the charge, but you've got to square off to him. You can't get yourself sideways.
And one opportunity, no good from Tronson. Rebound picked up by Engel. And trying to get Lager on the cut, not able to get it, and they're going to get a double dribble here against Lager.
And I think it's a good move by Coach Epperly right here. You don't want to see, and it's a good counter move to go ahead.
As Stanberry
get some
now
pressure.
does a full court pressure. Worrell brings it across on her own to the baseline. Her shot off the iron, no good. Rebound made by Engel. Still time with 7 seconds left. Quickly getting it up to Lager. Her shot. She's going to be fouled with 3.4. Foul goes against Brooke Wink. That'll be her second. And at the line for 2 now, here Trista Lager. First free throw attempt, no good. Sider and Siddons will check in for Wink and Worrell, also coming out with their 2 fouls. Lager's second free throw attempt, no good. Wallace with the rebound. Put back, no good. Siddons, no shot there at the end. So after one half of play, we are tied at 12 apiece here in the opening game of the consolation semifinals here from Albany. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Tanya McCampbell of Lone Star Investments at 120 South Smith Street in Albany has been your hometown financial advisor since 2009. When you need help securing your future, give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119. Lone Star Investment securities are offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member of FINTRA SIPC. Advisory services are through Cambridge Investment Research Advisories Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Lone Star Investments are not affiliated. Give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119 at Lone Star Investments to secure your future. Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask Shelter agent Kent Peterson and Stanberry about Shelter's competitive auto insurance rates.
Hi, this is Jamie at East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany, Missouri. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers for the loss of our main lodge due to a fire in August. Thanks to the efforts of the firefighters that night, we still have our 3 cabins, the East Fork Chapel, and the Legacy Event Center available to rent. We also wanted to let everyone know that we do plan to rebuild, and when we do, it will be bigger and better than before. For more information, please contact me at jamie@eastforklodge.com.
Whoa, Geritano, great food catering, ice cream and deli. Whoa, Geritano is all the good things in life that you can put in your belly. Get it to go, a dine-in, a pickup window, catered events. Whoa, where can I go? Geritano Mico, baby, Albany Mo.
Again, like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Stanberry girls basketball. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle trophies and awards north of Albany and your Albany Hy-Vee. The BNG in the Morning podcast, Farm Bureau Agent Tammy Siddons in Gentry County. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Northwest Cell, Giratano Meat Co. in Albany, Mo. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany, Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry and Maryville. Bank Northwest. Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry. H&B Bank of Stanberry. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany and Lone Star Investments of Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center of Albany. Andy's Whistle Stop in downtown Albany. Williams Construction and Electric. The City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, along with the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Remember your halftime tonight on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. Taking a look at the stats from the first half, Stanberry girls shooting 5 for 12 from the field so far on the night. 0 for 1 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 8 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Amelia Wallace and Kylie Matson, each with 5 points, 2 points for Lindsay Haley. For the Albany girls, shooting 3 for 18 from the field, 1 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, 5 for 11 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Abby Tronson with 4 points, 3 points for Addison Crawford, 3 points for Corey Worrell, and 2 points for Brooke Wink. So, Mike, Warriors are getting more shots up, hitting less of them, but the free throw line is what is saving the Warriors so far here in the first half. Making it to the free throw line 11 times, knocking in 5.
Well, and a lot of it comes from their defense, too. They've gotten some offensive rebounds. But I've kind of been impressed with some of the things they've done. I think they've gotten caught a couple of times trying to front Amelia Wallace too much and have given up something back behind. But, I mean,
if you've only given up 5 points in the first half against that, what I'd say is a win.
Yeah, their help defense has been good. Their rebounding has been better than what I expected, especially going against Wallace and Matson. But we mentioned early on, they're doing a lot of good things offensively, but still it comes down to the ultimate part of the game is putting the ball in the basket, and they've not been able to do that. And a couple of times they've been hurried. A couple of times they've just had shots rim in and out. And a lot of that comes with experience now that I think now they're seeing shots that are somewhat uncontested that last year they didn't get, and sometimes it just doesn't look like they're ready to pull the trigger when they get it, the recognition of the shot's there. I need to have myself ready to catch it and shoot it when I get it, and I think that's a big part of it.
And that's even one of the things. I've seen that more out of Addison Crawford this year. She is set up a little bit more. She's gotten them off. She's had 2 of them that have rimmed right out.
Right.
But, I mean, even there in that half from the three-point line, she is 1 for 5, and again, like we said, made 1, 2 rolled right out with that. I mean, it's a 6-point lead here for Albany.
Yeah, and I'm sure Stanberry will get some things worked out here. I think they've had some opportunities. Both teams have been bitten by the turnover bug, too. And the Warriors really had it, I think, the first 3 minutes of that second quarter where, gosh, it seemed like every time down they turned it over. And in fairness, they didn't let the game get away from them.
No.
Like they would have last year.
Yes.
For Stanberry, look for them to I would think you might see. I know you really want to run through Amelia Wallace, really good player. We've liked her for a long time and in the things that she does. But Kylie Matson may be the go-to person for me if you're going to go inside, because she doesn't have to deal with the length and athleticism of Abby Tronson defensively.
So we'll be back to start the second half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel, or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
Andy's Whistle Stop is a fully functional coffee shop with Wi-Fi located in an old church with stunning stained glass windows in downtown Albany. Andy serves specialty lattes, drip coffee, Americanos, cappuccinos, hot chocolate, Italian sodas, and tea, along with in-house made baked goods. Andy's is open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., and on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Start your morning in a beautiful setting in downtown Albany at Andy's Whistle Stop.
We're for the state of Missouri. We're for Ozark Mountains and Midwest Plains. Caves, beaches, cliffs, bridges, yeah, we're for all that. We're for St. Louis, St. Peter, St. Joseph, St. James, and every little town with a funny name. We're for cashew chicken, Springfield style. We're for 50-degree temperature swings in one day. We're not a fan of tornadoes, but we're here for those too. We're for people who would live here, people who won't, people who farm, and for people who don't. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
Contact your Missouri Farm Bureau agent, Tammy Siddons of West Rieger Agency in Gentry County at 660-726-5253. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association would like to congratulate last year's scholarship recipients, Kirby Stevens of Albany, Corbin Fletchell, and Ben Messner of Stanberry, Chloe Iberger of King City, and Molly Miller of Worth County. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together: beef. It's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV was brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. So as we get ready to start the second half of action, it's a 12-12 ball game. It'll be Albany basketball to start out the second half. Albany, let's see if they can kind of get back out to the same thing, kind of get back into a little bit of a rhythm. At the beginning of each quarter so far, they've had trouble with the turnover bug. Let's see if they can avoid that here to start the third quarter. And if they do, we'll see if Stanberry this time is able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I thought when they started the game, I thought they really looked good running their offense. And
Yes.
then it just kind of hit into a lull, and there was a little bit of Stanberry made some adjustments. There's a little bit of uncertainty that came through with the Warriors. Now it looks like we're going to see a zone defense.
And Worrell from the corner, no good, just in front of the three-point line. Stanberry comes out with four of their starters, except for Lindsey Haley in for Stoll. Warriors come out with their original five starters, trying to bring it into Wallace. Pass goes long, and it's going to be picked up by Addison Crawford, and then trying to come in and steal it away as Lager, and she'll end up going out of bounds with it.
Well, and here, maybe this is an opportunity for the Warriors to get some looks, but Stanberry may be doing this for save themselves a little foul trouble, too.
They'll get it inside to Sturkis, and again, just a little too hard off the glass, and the rebound pulled in by Haley.
Just trying to go a little too quick.
Angle gets this one off to Wallace. Now back to Lager, over to Wallace. Her shot off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Tronson. Warriors stay in their man-to-man defense here to start out the second half. Tronson took an extra step and then tried to pass the ball away, and then quickly comes back on the defensive side and knocks it out of the hands, that time of a driving Katie Angle.
Well, I think Tronson saw Sturkis down inside and was going to try to throw it to her, and Jordan turned her head just enough, and then she had to get rid of it or it was going to be a travel.
And now the Bulldogs find Kylie Matson inside, and she takes it in off the glass to give the Bulldogs the lead. Crawford from the corner to try and answer, from the wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound again made by Haley. Freshman picking up a lot of rebounds here on the defensive side here for the Lady Bulldogs off the bench.
Ooh, I think we just had a double dribble there.
Wallace shot off the mark to the left. Rebound pulled in by Worrell, and I believe Worrell almost stepping on the out-of-bounds line there too. Worrell dribble in, trying to give it to Wink. Now backdoor for Crawford. Her shot off glass, can't get it to go. Brooke Wink with the rebound, can't get it to go either. And the Warriors having a little bit of trouble here in the start of the second half as the foul going to be called here against Brooke Wink. That'll be her third. Kind of what they had a little bit last year, spacing.
Well,
a lot of them kind of in the same, 2 or 3 players in the same space, and all that's going to do is bring that extra defender in.
A lot of good things in that last possession, just couldn't finish it.
Yes. Haley Wink checks in for Brooke Wink after Brooke picks up her second foul. Lager drives baseline. Her shot off the mark. Kylie Matson with the rebound. Goes up, can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up now by Crawford. And then it's going to be stolen away here by Engel. Engel drives, but they're going to get a foul called here on the floor against Addison Crawford.
I know she didn't mean to do it. Probably a good foul.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to give up a layup.
And that's her first and a full Petty John Auto Center timeout taken this time by Albany. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
14-12, Stanberry with the lead, 5:26 left to play here in this third quarter. And I believe, looks like the Warriors might be coming out. Here it'll be Stanberry basketball. And Haley Wink in for Brooke Wink, otherwise the 4 starters. And Lindsay Haley in for Caitlin Stoll, and then the 4 starters for Stanberry. Haley inbounds here for Wallace.
Ooh.
Back out for Lager, trying to send it back in, knocked away. Picked up, though, by Wallace. Dribbles in, it's going to be blocked. No, they're going to get the foul.
Oh, that's a bad
And I
call.
believe this one might go against Sturkis down low.
If it's Sturkis, that's...
No, it's going to go against Abby Tronson.
If it's Tronson, that's a bad call.
And that's going to be her third.
Because we had the angle that there was daylight between them.
Mm-hmm.
And the shot was blocked after it left her hand.
And the ball rolls around and falls in for Wallace.
Maybe a little bit of anticipation as opposed to actually seeing it.
Second free throw misses short off front iron. Tronson with the rebound. And now, pass thrown away, picked up by Stanberry. Tronson trying to steal it back, and I believe they're going to get another foul against Tronson. And that's going to be her 4th, and she's going to have to sit. As another timeout going to be called here by the Warriors as they'll try and sort out their offense with Abby Tronson on the bench with 5:02 left to play here in the third quarter. 15-12, Stanberry lead. We're back with more in a moment.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 15-12, Stanberry with the lead, and Abby Tronson going to have to take a sit here for the Warriors after picking up her 4th foul. 5:02 remains here in this third quarter. And it's Stanberry basketball coming out of the timeout as well. Amelia Wallace inside, goes up off glass for 2. And now you're going to have the freshman Sturkis guarding
Yeah, that's what
Amelia Wallace.
That's one of the residual effects.
Brooke Wink from 3 misses everything, and Worrell trying to keep it in play, can't send it back in bounds. So Stanberry out to the largest lead here of the night by either team to 5. Angle dribbles in, puts up a shot over top the backboard. And it'll be Albany basketball.
Wonder what she had for breakfast. I need that kind of quick energy.
Yeah. Crawford sends it to Brooke Wink on the left wing. And she's going to be tripped here by Lager. And the foul against Lager is going to be her second now. Team's first. Ball inbounds for Worrell, back to Crawford. Into the corner, Worrell for two. No good, rebound picked up by Angle. Lindsay Haley trying to send it inside. Tipped away by Sturkis, picked up by Brooke Wink.
Good recognition by Sturkis there to get there to help.
Worrell to Crawford. Back to Worrell. Trying to send it over now to Wink. Brooke Wink up top, over to the right wing to Crawford.
Ooh. It would have had to been quick.
Sturkis goes up strong and knocks it in.
But the difference there, I thought she did a nice job of getting herself set and taking her time on the turnaround. If she can do that, that's a huge lift for the Warriors.
Wallace puts up a shot, tough angle. Can't get it to fall, and this one going to go out of bounds here off of Albany. And that time, I thought that Jordan Sturkis played a good job defensively against Wallace, staying on the ground, not picking up the foul and giving her a tough shot. And she had to move to her right to even get an angle at the backboard. Wallace goes up. This time knocks it in off the glass for two.
Yeah, the problem is you don't want her to get the ball.
Yes.
And
well, the Warriors double teamed her, and then they let off as she spun around thinking she was going to get rid of it, and ends up putting up the shot either way. Underneath three. Crawford from just past the right elbow answers back with one of her own. 19-16, 2:45 left to play here in the third quarter.
Now the other thing is, if that ball goes into Wallace, somebody's got to come help inside. It's like right now that's Brooke Wink.
And they're going to get a foul offensively here against Wallace. That's going to be her third. Team's second here with 2.5 left here in the third quarter. As Sturkis kind of took one to the gut.
Yeah, that's one thing with a freshman going against a senior. There's
only a junior.
Oh,
She
a
seems like
junior.
she's been a senior.
Yes.
Crawford from the corner. No good. Rebound made by Matson. Angle top of the key. Up for Haley. Sends it in again here for Wallace. Spins. Puts up the shot off the mark to the left. And it's going to go out of bounds here off of Stanberry. That time, Worrell came down to help on the double team.
And one thing, if you do look at it, I'm sure Amelia will change that, but the Warriors really want to take away her ability to go to her right. And Stanberry's made a good adjustment by trying to clear out some of the backside help where she can operate a little bit more without help.
And Wink going to be tripped up, and that's going to be the third against Lager.
Where Wallace can operate a little bit more without help being able to get to her.
Wink top of the key, sends it to Crawford. Her shot from three. Again, misses off iron. And then the ball rolling around, didn't quite have possession of it. And now quickly back in transition. Angle having to take the tough shot against Sturkis.
They look up the floor, they've got a break.
Haley Wink for Worrell. Her shot off the mark. Just rushing a little bit. It's going to go out of bounds here off of Albany.
And again, just take a power dribble, get in and stick it off the glass. Trying to go too fast.
So Angle to bring it across with 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Sending it into Dirks on the baseline. Gets it in here for Matson. Her shot rushed as Brooke Wink playing tough, tight defense on Matson. Worrell brings it across, dribbles in. Haley Wink, right wing. Crawford again off front iron. That time just not enough arch on the shot as it's going to be rebounded here by Engel.
Well, that time I didn't think she got her feet set well. And again, a little too quick.
Engel leaves it down for Dirks, and she's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. And the foul going to go against Corey Worrell. That'll be her third. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Dirks misses on the first, and you hear Coach Epperly yelling from the bench to Crawford, use your legs on the three-point shot. Second free throw from Dirks, no good. Rebound pulled in by Wallace. The spin around puts it back up and good, though, for two. 21-16. Wink, right wing. Gets it up to Sturkis, back to Wink, into the corner, Worrell. Her shot with her foot on the line, drains it.
Big shot.
Keeps it at a three-point ball game here with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Getting it into Wallace. Dribbles in, lays it in off the glass for two.
The Warriors just have to have some recognition to get Jordan Sturkis some help inside.
23-18, it's a 5-point Stanberry lead. We'll go to the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Welcome back out to Albany, 23-18. Stanberry girls with the lead here over Albany as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here in this girls consolation semifinal matchup. Game number 1 of 4 on the night. Game number 9 of 22 here on the week. It'll be Stanberry basketball to start out this fourth quarter of play. Tronson back out on the floor. She has 4 fouls. That'll be something to watch as the Warriors now come out in a 2-3 zone.
You lose the game in all kinds of ways. You know, they get a little run right here, and then you got an issue.
And now Haley from 3 leaves it short. Matson can't control the rebound, picked up by Lager. Over to the right wing, here for Wallace. Haley trying to send it to Wallace. They're going to get a kick here against Tronson.
Well, not a bad move by Coach Epperly, too, because if nothing else, by being in the zone, maybe you limit the possibility of a foul and you buy yourself a little time. I mean, I'm sure before the game's over, they're going to be back in man-to-man.
Wallace dribbles in. Her shot off the mark, comes away at the rebound, and then blocked away by Tronson from behind.
Warriors got out-hustled a little bit for the loose ball. That's another thing that we didn't see in the first half, that Stanberry is getting all the second effort balls here.
Angle into the corner here for Lager, brings it inside for Wallace. Her shot no good, comes away at the rebound. Second chance, this time she's going to be fouled. And on that possession, 4 shots put up plus the foul, 3 of them from Amelia Wallace. As the foul that time goes against Jordan Sturkis, it'll be her second. And the next foul against Albany will put Stanberry in the bonus as Wallace misses the first free throw. And that is one of the things that has also kept
Yeah.
The Warriors in it. 3 for 13 tonight from the free throw line tonight are the Bulldogs. Second free throw from Wallace. No good. Off back iron. Rebound picked up by Brooke Wink. Wink sends it over to Tronson, right wing into the corner for Worrell. Pass for Sturkis. Going to be thrown away as Worrell kind of got caught passing it in between Wink and Sturkis. Out top for Wallace, over to the right wing. Haley, and again getting her hand on the basketball is Tronson. Worrell off the glass, puts it in for 2.
Nice play by Corey Worrell. I thought that pass had a chance to go out of bounds.
I thought so too, but
caught it, kept it up high, and finished.
And now Tronson comes away with the steal. Goes around the defense, goes up off the glass for 2, and it's a 1-point ball game, 23-22, with just over 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Remember that little run.
Yes.
If the Warriors come back and are able to pull this out.
And a foul going to be called here on the floor against the Warriors. And they're going to get this one against Addison Crawford. It'll be her second. A timeout going to be called here by the Lady Bulldogs. 5:51 left here in this fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Tanya McCampbell of Lone Star Investments at 120 South Smith Street in Albany has been your hometown financial advisor since 2009. When you need help securing your future, give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119. Lone Star Investment securities are offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member of Fintra SIPC. Advisory services are through Cambridge Investment Research Advisories Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Lone Star Investments are not affiliated. Give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119 at Lone Star Investments to secure your future. Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at 660-235-8037.
Lager from the free throw line. First shot of the 1-and-1, no good. Rebound made here by the Warriors. Tronson trying to send it down to Sturkis. Ball knocked away, picked up by Crawford in the corner. Wink at the elbow, back up top. Tronson from 3. And it's going to be short off front iron. Rebound made by Lager. And they're going to get a travel here, this time against Lager. 23-22. Stanberry with the lead here over Albany. 5:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Tronson over to Worrell, right wing.
Reverse the ball, get it one side to the other.
Crawford over now to Tronson, inside for Sturkis, backdoor. Worrell off the glass, can't get that one to fall. Haley with the rebound.
Good ball movement, though. Nice find by Sturkis. Caught the ball, didn't have anything, looked opposite. Got a wide open shot. Again, just a little bit snake bit.
And that might be the spot for the Warriors to find some open shots, is get that ball into the high post and work it from there. Matson sending it outside, trying to bring it in. Now back out to Matson.
And the Warriors may have gotten away with the foul there.
And draining a big three that time is Katie Engel.
Big shot.
26-22, 4.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Crawford to answer. Hits it off the inside of the rim this time as it's rebounded by Lager. Into the corner to Matson. Up top for Haley. Wallace over to the left wing for Lager. Into the corner, angle back inside. And Wallace going to be tripped up, and they're going to get Sturkis.
Well, the Warriors every foul is going to put the Bulldogs on the free throw line from here on out.
Which might not necessarily be a bad thing the way the Bulldogs have been shooting so far tonight.
Yeah, but you figure the law of averages got to catch you sooner or later, you think.
And as you say that, Amelia Wallace knocks one down, but they're 4 for 16 now from the free throw line tonight.
Well, she's a good enough player. You're not going to count on her continuing to miss, I don't think.
And she sinks them both. Timeout called by Stanberry. They lead 28-22. Halfway through the fourth quarter play. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, this is Jamie at East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany, Missouri. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers for the loss of our main lodge due to a fire in August. Thanks to the efforts of the firefighters that night, we still have our 3 cabins, the East Fork Chapel, and the Legacy Event Center available to rent. We also wanted to let everyone know that we do plan to rebuild, and when we do, it will be bigger and better than before. For more information, please contact me at jamie@eastforklodge.com.
4:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 28-22 Stanberry with the lead. Albany with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Well, a big three-pointer by Katie Angle, and then a couple of free throws by Wallace, and all of a sudden the Warriors find themselves in a bind now.
Worrell can't get the shot to go, but Brooke Wink on the putback puts it up and in for 2. Keeps it at a 4-point ball game now here with 3:40 left to play in the fourth. Haley right wing.
Sag and find Wallace in the middle.
And the foul here against Addison Crawford now going to be her third, as Kylie Matson will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Last 1-and-1 before the double bonus.
And Matson will sink the first. Second shot, no good. And the rebound picked up here by the Lady Warriors. Wink sends it up top for Tronson over to the right wing, Crawford.
Oh, there's a time not ready to shoot it.
And that might have been due to some of her misses earlier, maybe a little gun shy. Brooke Wink trying to dribble up, goes up, but a foul going to be called here on the floor.
Much as Albany hates to see it, I think it's a good call.
And the foul goes against Trista Lager. That's going to be her fourth now. Just the team's fourth, though. Couple fouls still to give. Addison Crawford inbounds. Gets it in here for Wink. Loses it in the paint. Over for Worrell. She'll dribble in. Her shot short. And a foul going to be called here on the rebound as Sturk is trying to get the rebound. It's going to be fouled from behind again by Lindsay Haley. Tronson inside for Sturkis. Trying to give a power dribble, and it's going to be stolen away from behind by Wallace. Trying to get herself a better shot, but Wallace kind of sneaks in and knocks it away.
Well, but there's the difference. A good double down on the post. Warriors have had trouble getting that on Wallace.
Lager up top for Haley. Over to the right wing to Angle. Trying to send it in for Haley, stolen away here by Tronson. 2.5. Quickly up to Worrell. Back to Tronson for Wink.
Reversal.
Right wing, Addison Crawford. Up to Tronson. Right wing again to Crawford. This time puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. 29-24, 2:10 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Angle with the basketball up at the top of the key here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Got a feeling the Warriors are going to have to go back to man-to-man here pretty quick, unless they're just going to try to keep it close. Because in this zone, all you have to do now is pass the ball around. I guess you can stop the clock by fouling, but
Haley with the basketball. Dribbles down the baseline, pulls it back out for Wallace. Up top for Matson. Over to the right wing with it now for Lager.
and you don't want Tronson to foul.
No, you don't want Tronson to be the one to foul. As Tronson now comes away with the steal, and she's going to be called for the travel. Warriors got exactly what they wanted, but then turned the ball immediately over.
You can hear Coach Epperly yelling to match up.
And they're going to give Wallace the basketball. Leaves it off. Lager, too hard off the glass.
Got to push.
Tronson leaves this one off for Brooke Wink up the free throw line. Dribbles in. Baseline, Worrell, shot, nails it. And it's a 3-point ball game, one possession ball game now with 1:06 left in the fourth. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask Shelter agent Kent Peterson and Stanberry about Shelter's competitive auto insurance rates.
Whoa, Geritano, great food catering, ice cream and deli. Whoa, Geritano is all the good things in life that you can put in your belly. Get it to go, a dining, a pickup window, we cater to events. Whoa, where can I go? Geritano Mico, baby, Albany Mo.
Stanberry basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. It's a 29-26 lead here for Stanberry over Albany. Tronson with 4 fouls here in the ball game.
Foul.
And the Bulldogs are in double bonus.
How quick do you foul?
Lager with it left wing. Again, the Warriors trail just by 1 possession. Wallace with the basketball, and the one girl you don't want to foul on Gardiner. The Warriors are going to have to foul here quickly. And they still don't. Lager. And now they're going to get Tronson to foul, and that's going to be her final foul. She'll foul out here with 39.6. And checking in will be Haley Wink.
That almost is a case of they think the Warriors, they hear the coach yelling foul. So they're trying to do you a solid, but man, it's fouling the wrong guy, and you don't want to foul Wallace.
Yes, and that was also, if there was contact at all, it was very minimal.
Yeah, it's.
So now it's up to a 2-possession ball game as Wallace hits the first, misses on the second, and the rebound going to be picked up here by Kylie Matson.
Well, Sturkis gave up a box out.
And now over to Engel, and the Warriors are going to have to foul. And now it goes to Haley. And this time they're going to get another foul here with 25.2. And this time it's going to go against Brooke Wink.
The Warriors had multiple opportunities to foul prior to that last possession. But they haven't been in this position very much.
Yes.
And hopefully they'll learn from this. It's handling late game situations.
Haley's shot off the mark to the right. Second free throw attempt. No good. Rebound made here by Brooke Wink. And they're going to try and bring it into Haley Wink, but they're going to get a travel here against Brooke Wink first with 17 seconds. And the Warriors trail by 4. And a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. A full Petty John Center timeout. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 17 seconds remain here in the ball game, 30-26. Make sure to stay tuned for tonight's BTC Bank postgame and tonight's Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Amelia Wallace to inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. Gets it in here for Angle. Drives to the basket. Now pulls it back out for Amelia Wallace. For Madsen. For Wallace.
Not now. Might as well let her ride now.
3 seconds. Angle going to be fouled at point 3. So the foul against Crawford is going to be her 4th. As Angle will just add some extra points here. Of course, 0.3 seconds left, not quite 0.7. We'll get into that for the next game.
But it wouldn't make any difference anyway.
No. As Angle will hit the first, it'll just look better in the box scores.
Well, like I said, so many mistakes down the stretch here in handling late game situations, and you hope you learn from it.
And that will do it as Stanberry wins 32-26. They'll move into the consolation game Friday night at 5:30. We're back at the BTC Bank postgame of tonight's Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winter Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winter Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winter Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winter Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where it's Stanberry that comes away with the victory tonight, 32-26 here over Albany. Remember, tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Let's take a look at the stats from the ball game for Stanberry. They shoot 11 for 32 from the field tonight, 1 for 4 from behind the three-point arc, 9 for 25 from the free throw line. With about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they were 3 for 15. They end up going 6 for 10 throughout the final 4 minutes of the ball game, and that kind of helped them seal the victory tonight. Led in scoring tonight by Amelia Wallace with 17 points, 8 points for Kylie Matson, 5 points for Katie Engel, 2 points for Lindsay Haley. For Albany, they shoot 10 for 42 from the field, 1 for 15 from behind the three-point arc, 5 for 11 from the free throw line tonight. 9 points for Corey Worrell. She leads the way for the Lady Warriors. 6 points for Abby Tronson. 5 points for Addison Crawford. 4 points for Brooke Wink. 2 points for Jordan Sturkis.
Well, I thought the difference was just the sheer volume of free throws that were shot by the Bulldogs, and I thought really good adjustment at halftime for Stanberry was trying to open up the lane inside and giving Amelia Wallace more room to operate. And didn't hurt any that Abby Tronson had to go sit down with foul trouble.
Yes.
On one, now let's face it was a phantom foul, but she also had 2 fouls that she shouldn't have ever committed. But I thought, and then you put Jordan Sturkis now having to guard Amelia Wallace. Hey, gave it an effort, gave her best effort, but it's just tough to have a freshman come in against a 3-year starter and expect her to have a lot of positive results. So I thought that was a good move on Stanberry's part. Albany just was in a position where they couldn't get to help out on her like they had in the first half. And then the other thing is you mentioned 1 for 15 from the three-point line, under 25% from the game. Hey, let's face it, you just don't win many games like that.
No.
So I thought at the same time, having said that, I thought the Warriors did a lot of things better than they did the year before. I thought they got shots. They did a nice job of getting themselves open for looks and just couldn't finish it. But it's a long season, and you expect neither team's going to be at that type of thing.
And tonight's Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game goes to Amelia Wallace. She finishes the night with 17 points. She's tonight's Player of the Game. Our next game coming up for you, the South Harrison Stanberry boys. That'll come up for you next here on Albany TV.